I think that I am live. I'm not really sure. Yeah, there's like a sign. Live. Hi. Hola. Okay, so first of all, I thought that I could title this before jumping on, but I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what the title is going to be of today's video here on this live. It's like the first one that I have done by myself, and yeah, so I'll go ahead and get started. So what I have been doing since the whole quarantine started is that I joined a few different groups with like-minded individuals, and it's sort of like my area of what is it called? Of something that I'm super passionate about. So the first one is called Business School for Conscious Creatives, and then there's like there's the second part by the same girl, Andy, and she is from the We website. I'll put it on the comments when I'm done with the video. But one of the things I've been learning so much, but one of the things that I've been learning is about expanders, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. So a different group that I'm also a part of is a group called Aligned, and my homework, because of this month's theme, was to jump on a live because I didn't really want to, if that makes any sense. It's something that I felt a little bit resistant to, but I'm also a person that has been telling other people to share their message because it's really, really important to share what's in your heart, especially if you feel called to. So that brings us to here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, so direction, daily in career in general is something that I'm trusting is my heart. So as far as daily goes, I am trusting my heart to guide me in the things that feel light to me. I think I've shared like on Instagram and different places that whatever feels light is what is right for me. What feels good to me is what's right for me, right? So it's just checking in with me, what feels good, what feels light, and then checking in. Sometimes sometimes I forget to even check in with myself, but that's what it is. And then career-wise, I think it's the same thing, especially right now, where, it's sort of like a moment of pivoting and just not really knowing in what direction to go to. It's important to come back and check in with myself about what it is that my heart wants. What direction do I want to go in? And then in general, just what feels right. And I'm looking at my little notes so that I stay on track. So sometimes, like, my heart is always guiding. My heart always knows. Sometimes we can ignore that and push it down and say, because we can think that doesn't make sense, how am I going to get from here to there? And we can just get stuck in our heads of just thinking, and then finding all of the reasons of why something won't work. Which is why I want to talk about expanders. In that course that I'm taking, she talks about expanders, and it so made sense to me because I actually realizing in my life, I've always sort of looked for the underdog in movies or in just life. I've known so many people that just did not have, thank you, did not have, what is it called? The possibilities of making it, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that energy of underdog, of like having so many odds against a person, and they persevere and they get so far in their own, what is it called? In their own idea of success. To me, that's so amazing. So I was talking to someone yesterday, which is what inspired me to make this video around expanders, is that sometimes we can find all of the reasons of why something won't work, but it's important to look for the person that has already created or is where you want to go towards, that direction, and look at that person and see them as to all of the reasons of why something will work, as opposed to thinking that in order to get a certain job, in order to go in a certain direction, I need X, Y, and Z, and so I don't even take action to do those things. Instead, I can look for people that have proved whatever blocks are in my mind wrong. Not exactly wrong, but that they achieved whatever it was regardless. So I feel like expanders are usually people who are just so doing their own thing that they inspire within you that you can do your own thing too. And they never ever look at other people as competition, because everybody has their own unique individual energy. And with that, there's just never competition. You can mentor and you can help a person get to where they want to go. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Find your hero, those expanders. So I think that it's so important, because sometimes, especially with social media, sometimes we see people who have achieved something that maybe we want, right? But they might not be inspiring that I can do it too. They might be putting themselves on a platform where what I'm feeling is that that's not possible for me. And that's not true. Maybe that's not my expander. Maybe I need to look at a person who even if we're not going to be doing the same exact things, inspires within me that it is so possible, that anything is possible. And I have a few different people in my life that do that for me, even if we're not doing the same exact thing. But it's such a liberating, freeing feeling to be next to someone that is, whether you can be that expander for somebody else. You can be the person, if you see yourself in a place where somebody else wants to get to where you are at, because there's always going to be people at a beginning stage, at a middle stage, at a later stage. There's always room for improvement, but there's always people that are looking at you like, whoa, how did you get to where you were at? And it usually has to do with experience, right? But it's so important to mentor those people if you feel it in your heart, because there is no competition. Everybody has their own energy. Everybody brings their own flair to it. And you will see that by giving and helping other people with ideas, with anything that you feel inspired to, that will show up in your life as well. People will be there to mentor you, because there's always in life, there's always going to be a direction to where you want to get to. There's always going to be somebody that has things to share with you. And so, yeah, the expander portion of the course that I'm taking was just so inspiring to me, because it's so easy. I saw it yesterday with the person that I was talking to. It's so easy and so ingrained to think that there is only one way to get to where you want to get to. And that maybe that way is through, I don't know, like all of the reasons of why it'll be difficult. Like maybe you don't have that degree or all that experience or blah, blah, blah. But there is a person that got to that place where you want to go without all of those things. And it's important to find those people. And if you haven't found those people, they are out there. I promise you. I think it's just starting with the intention of just saying it, or just writing it out loud, or just allowing yourself to really feel it. Because as I was mentioning earlier, our heart gives us our direction. It's always pulling us forward to where there's something in it for us. There's something in it for us if our heart wants something so bad. But I think sometimes we have learned in life to shove that down and to say that's not for me, or different little thoughts of like, who am I to want that, or just so many different things of why a person can just squash that desire in their heart, and not allow themselves to dream. Or maybe they do allow themselves to dream, but not too big. There's just so many different things. And I just know that if your heart wants it, it's for a reason. It has to do with your purpose. It has to do with why you are here. Every single person has so much to do. There's so much, how do I say this? Every single person has a mission in life, a life purpose, if you will. The life purpose is not really something outside of us. It's you, it's me, it's my energy, it's what I have to bring to the table in anything that I desire to put myself in any situation, in whatever it is that I want to be involved in. It's me, it's my energy, which is why I say there is no competition ever, because nobody else in the entire world has my energy, even if we're doing the same exact thing. So that's pretty much it. I'm looking at my little list here of reasons. So just to recap, what I've been doing during this time is I've been looking for like-minded people, joining different groups. I love the online portion of it because with everything that's going on for me, and I'll just get into a little personal sharing of me, every single day I'm not waking up feeling like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this, and super productive and in order. I think it's a time to be more in our hearts, to feel a little bit more into what feels right and good for me specifically. It's great to be inspired, like I've said, but always check back in with you, right? So sometimes I feel like I need more naps than usual. And I think energetically, there's just a lot going on that I am allowing myself to do that. And I am homeschooling. So what I've decided to do is to just feel it out. And sometimes it'll take us all day to finish the modules. And sometimes we'll finish it really fast. And it's just daily, right? But yeah, so those groups help me. I take it at my own pace. I have been seeing the symbolism of like turtles and all this other stuff that has been showing up for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So with direction, daily, with career, just in general, check in with you, check in with your heart. Know that anything is possible, and look for the people. Look for the people that that have made it to where you want to go. Not to the people that are telling you that it's not possible and they're not even interested in what you like. You know, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just checking in the comments. Anyway, so this for me was an assignment to log on, because I share with people all the time and I teach them to use their phone to share their message, and here I was feeling super nervous to do it myself. I'm really good with joining other people, with doing vlogs, with talking to the camera all the time, but for some reason specifically joining was a little bit hard, so I decided to go for it. And yeah, I have something to say. I had something in my heart that I wanted to share, and that is expanders. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be doing more lives. I hope that everyone is doing well, and I'm sending you so much love. Hang in there. Check in with your heart. Cry if you need to. Journal if you need to. It's all okay. All feelings are valid, you know? There's learning there for every single person in what comes up for each person. And thank you. I love you. Bye.